One, we are live. Rohan.
All right. Good morning, respected judges, startups, and viewers from all around the world. Welcome to the Entrepreneurship World Cup Indonesia Final. It's been a testing time for all of us from around the world with Corona, and we at EWC have been no exception to that trend. From having hosted physical live events in each of the countries where we held national finals last year, to have been able to create this online platform for all of us to assemble here together today. I think I can safely say it's been a beautiful journey and one with huge learnings for us all. The startups who have assembled here today are the result of a long and rigorous process of filtering on our end, sieving through hundreds of applications, multiple rounds of screening, and scrutinizing judging sessions. Congratulations on having made it this far. We're really looking forward to hearing your innovative ideas to solve the problems of today. I also wanted to take a moment to thank our judges who have taken time out of their busy schedules to be here with us today. It's an honor to have you here with us. I'm Rohan, your host for today, and without further ado, I would like to call upon Vinay to briefly introduce TGELF EWC. Over to you, Vinay.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Rohan. Um, I must say that it's been a pleasure to be joining you all today at such an incredible event. I would first like to thank the organizing team for putting together such a fantastic pool of startups and such learned judges with us. I also want to congratulate all the finalists today. Just the sheer fact that they are the ones who have been chosen from amongst thousands of startups from across Indonesia, I think is enough of a testament of the incredible work that they do. I want to start by saying that all the participating startups today are winners. They'll all be a part of our EWC community and the valuable network that continuously thrives to support them on their entrepreneurial journey. EWC is a journey that started last year as an idea and has today become a global community of over 275,000 entrepreneurs, hundreds of leading ecosystem partners, and investors. This year alone, we saw over 175,000 startups apply from over 195 countries. Just to introduce ourselves, the Global Education and Leadership Foundation, or TGELF, is a nonprofit foundation led by Mr. Shiv Vikram Khemka. The foundation seeks to identify and nurture leadership skills in individuals rooted in the values of ethics, altruism, and a bias for action. TGELF was officially inaugurated in 2008 by the then Prime Minister of India, Dr. Manmohan Singh. In the last decade, TGELF's flagship school curriculum on ethical leadership and entrepreneurship has expanded from just 6 schools in India to over 3,000 schools across 14 countries, touching more than 3 million students. TGELF's community of future leaders and changemakers have also undertaken numerous high impact projects that have collectively impacted the lives of over 500 million people and raised over $6.38 billion in commitments from governments, philanthropists, corporations, and multilaterals for the UN Sustainable Developmental Goals. And EWC is just one of such projects that we have partnered with the MISC Foundation, the Foundation of the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, and the Global Entrepreneurship Network. We're really excited to have you all here with us today. Thank you so much for joining, and good luck.
Thank you so much, Vinay. I'd like to take a moment now just to introduce everybody to our honorable judges for the evening. Um, we have, of course, Mr. Amit Singhal, Mrs. Sridevi Raghavan, and Mr. Vaiditas Malinavicius. First up, we have Mr. Amit Singhal, who is the CEO at Startup Buddy and a general partner at Fluid Ventures. Welcome, Mr. Singhal. Next up, we have Mrs. Sridevi Raghavan, founder, director, and CEO at Tatvamasi. Thank you for being here with us. And finally, last but not the least, we have Mr. Vaiditas Malinavicius, legal and investment director at Sherbini. With that, I'd like to commence our event, and I think we can start having the pitches straight up after this. First up, we have Sickless.
Yes.
Sorry, I believe we had, did we have?
Yes, I'm just, hi, my name is Jana. I'm founder of Sickless. We are a startup that aims to reinvent the way retail is done and create the next sustainable model of retail. Most Indonesians buy all their everyday needs in sachets. So you buy enough shampoo to wash your hair once, enough, dishwashing liquid to do like a couple of dishes. And sachets suck. They're more expensive. So here you can see an example of detergent, which is actually 5 times more expensive per unit when you buy it in an 8 millimeter pack than if you buy it in a 400 milliliter pack. So typically it's around 30% more expensive because 15% of the cost actually comes just from the packaging. It also leads to a lot of product wastage. Our customers say, there's always some product left in, like some residue left in the package. And some of our customers, they actually want to use one sachet several times. Like they want to just use a little bit of dishwashing liquid or a little bit of shampoo, which is really hard because you can't reseal sachets. So we provide a solution where we go around with mobile refill tricycles around low-income neighborhoods, and customers can bring their own containers to purchase everyday needs at a lower cost. We also sell reusable containers that are designed to suit their needs. We use dispensing technology that is precise and fast and overcomes issues of trust and tampering. And we, customers are informed via WhatsApp groups and also an app about the arrival of the tricycles. They can pre-order and pay. And through the app, we can actually, and through point of sale, we can create a lot of customer data that's very useful for FMCGs and our optimizing our operations. So the value proposition is really for customers. They get better containers, they get 2-door delivery, and they get a 10% cost saving as compared to the alternatives, but sometimes they actually save up to 60% more if they switch to a larger portion size, which they often do. For FMCGs, we provide the more sustainable model, but what we also see is that 50% of our customers actually switch products to buy from us. So we can also enable them to reach more customers and have a higher market share. And for the micro entrepreneurs that are selling our products, they get additional income. So we had very exciting pilot results. We have over 300 customers and $350 in weekly sales per pilot location. We have a net promoter score of 8.2, and we're just signed to do pilots with Nestle and P&G, have a partnership with Total Comindo, that's the sister company of Indofood and Indomart, and also talking to 2 more FMCGs. So our business model really relies on completely cutting out packaging costs and reducing the need for promotions because we offer a permanent discount. And really our focus right now is the push cart model to really socialize our model with a revenue sharing business model. In the phase 2, we want to add this to small stores. And finally, later, we also want to monetize data via data analytics and advertising space on one side of the refill station. Our team combines backgrounds in sustainability, operations, FMCGs, and finance, and we really think that we can make this happen and create the next sustainable model of retail. Thank you so much.
Judges, the floor is yours.
Jane, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Jane, how will you scale up in this model?
We scale up through, by adding more refill stations. So we'll have like local hubs that cater, that bring products to more to the surrounding, refill stations. And to reduce the operational cost, we really want to leverage the app and make a lot of the operations much easier, refilling, etc. And we also want to leverage financing models like CoinWorks to reduce the capital expenditures. And finally, we have strategic partners in the FMCGs that can help us scale this model too.
Okay.
Jane, this is Vaidotas. Do you have any international expansion plans? Because from what I see from the product specifics, for me, it looks very local product, basically addressing like maybe Indonesian market more rather than, let's say, Western markets or US, etc.
So we currently we're really focusing on the Indonesian market. We think that the model can definitely work for other Malaysia, Philippines, etc. And the hope would be that at a later stage we can expand there. I think if we're thinking about more developed countries like the US, etc., I think there are two issues. One is the cost savings just not that large. I mean, our customers make like $150 a month. So if you save 30% on shampoo, it's something, right? If I'm telling you you can save 30% for shampoo, you'll probably be like, okay, that is like a joke, right? So I think that would make it a bit more difficult. And I think for international models, I can see more a model like Loop Store or also, which is like really home delivery and also like supermarket-based refill vending machines working. But I think the focus now is Indonesia, and after that it will be other Southeast Asian countries.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Judges, do you have any other questions?
Also, by the way, another question. Financially, are you? What's your situation now? You're breaking even, or you're still burning money?
We're still burning money, so we're still in an early stage, but we're getting close to breaking even per location. But it's still an early stage, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Siklas. Your time is up. Next up, we have FinTap.
Wait a second, please.
One very quick reminder to everyone, please enable your subtitles right near the screen share button on your interface. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I can't start my video because the host has stopped it.
It should be working.
Okay. I think for the another account, so this device is for the sound and the another device is for the camera. Could you please?
Is this Vanya or is this Amelia? Okay, great.
Yeah, both is my devices. Okay. Okay. So when do we start?
Please start.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Thanks for the opportunity. My name is Amelia Skarwati, and I am a CEO at FinTap. I'm sorry, it's just technical. Okay. We are in the making of the solution of empowering MSMEs, and the idea comes from the problem that we face by current society. There are 3 million people have lost jobs per June 2020 and during pandemic situation in Indonesia. Supported that 71% of people admit that their household's economy worsened during the COVID-19 pandemic because of unstable of the national economy, which only grows 2.9%. And to support the problem, we conduct a survey during the pandemic, who the respondent come from, I'm sorry, there are like, comes from varied background, and there are 91% of the respondents support the idea by FinTap to help them gain more additional income. And we present you FinTap, a platform to connect one-hand supplier by providing product to the reseller. And how does this work? Suppliers sell their product in FinTab application. Then with the large database product, reseller can compare the price of each supplier to get the cheapest price and also high quality product from the rating assessment by previous reseller who already buy the product. Reseller can easily promote their product to their customer directly through integrating to any social media such as WhatsApp, Facebook, and e-commerce platform. And what makes us different? First, you can get money with no cost production by reselling the product. And the second, reseller gets all product variety, which is provided by the supplier in our application. And also, FinTab has integrating experience in any social media channel for easiness at marketing the product. And last, resellers get one-hand supplier with the highest quality among any product. And from our target, we focuses on housewives in urban areas and tech-savvy people who already knew and access 4G or 3G internet mobile. From the calculation, we got 6.5 million as our target customer to be tapped in, and this is our marketing strategy on how we approach our customer, divided into brand activation, penetration, and retention. When we're also projecting to get payback for 3.7 years, and every $1 the investor will get $1.3 in return, with approximately by $17,000 as the initial investment. And also we got a strong rate return on investment and indicates that the company using its resource efficiently and is a good reason for you to invest in FinTab. So grow your business through FinTab. Thank you.
So Emily, I have one question here. Are you at ideation stage,
Okay.
or is there any traction in the past?
Oh, we are in the idea stage, sir. But there are startups that already happened in India. It's called Meso, and we can get we can adapt the traction by Meso because it's already established and run for about 3 years in India. And Indonesia and India has a really similar demographic behavior of market.
Sorry, my question is a little different. What is your traction right now? Are you yet to start, or have you already started?
Oh,
When
we
did you
are
started this?
just
Yeah.
on idea stage. Oh, we are started from about three months ago, so we don't have the traction to be presented.
And what about logistic? How you will manage the logistic between supplier and the reseller?
Oh, okay. So for the logistic, we are partnership with some expedition institutions such as GNT, JNA, and Post Indonesia, who already established, and we just do some partnership to get an affordable delivery costs. Is there any question from the judges?
Thanks.
Any other questions?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ramit.
All right, thank you. Next up, we have Aglonera. I hope you're ready with your pitch. Please.
Okay, let me share the screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. The time? So this is my mom. Imagine you have a business that you have open your shop at 6 a.m. and close until 9 p.m. and still you got only $10 per day as a profit margins. How do you feel? Look, there are a lot of inefficiencies in this business chain. Instead of getting a cheaper price in the central market, you still have get a higher price because you buy in retail pricing. Even in this pandemic situation, you have a high chance to get COVID-19 in the central market. So this is not only happens to my mom. There are millions street food vendors all over the world which have same problems and same risks. So that's why we built Aglonera. Aglonera is a group buying platform which helps street food vendors makes orders directly to the producers like farmers, breeders, or even to food industries. With Aglonera, in the next day, the street food vendors can get the products by using our delivery courier or pick up by themselves. So with Aglonera, they can save their time, can save their money, or even can increase the profit margins because we provide the price 15% cheaper. So there are 28 millions all over Indonesia, and in my city there are 250K, and our target is 12K until 2024. So currently we take a 10% until 30% of the sales margin, and with the projection revenue, we will the projection customers, we will have a 3.5 million of projection revenue. And in the next stage, we will collaborate with the home industries to make a revenue sharing, and then we will utilize the data make this business more efficient. So currently, Aglonera is operating within 4 kilometers in our warehouse. Imagine we are only operating in 4 kilometers and we already collaborated with 150 customers. Even in this pandemic situation, so this is only happened in 4 kilometers or Thailand. So remember when I say Aglonera is only operating in 4 kilometers, so we are looking for 120K. Then we want to collaborate with 1,000 street food vendors and then we want to launch a digital product. So I'm February. I have 6 years experience in agribusiness industries. And last from me, let's bring the street food vendors to the next level. Thank you.
Judges, the floor is yours. Please feel free to ask questions.
Sure. So February, my question is, are you aggregating the demand for the restaurant businesses or any kind of businesses? Is your solution is only specific to the restaurant?
We are in this first stage, we are aggregating the restaurants' demands first.
Okay. And when you say demand, it means their supplier side, the people who are supplying to the restaurants.
Yeah, we are supplies to the vendors. We are supplies to the restaurants.
Okay. So practically you are bridging the gap between the suppliers and the restaurant. So that is the solution. So that you are aggregating their demand and you are giving to the restaurant. Is there any artificial intelligence or the technology enabled there which assess that how much demand will be generated by the restaurant, or it is purely depending upon the requirement you are processing the demand?
Okay. If you are looking my business model in the next stage, we will utilize AI to give a suggestion to the restaurant which products that they should buy, and we will compare with the season or even to because Indonesia has a lot of seasons like Ramadan, so we will utilize AI to make suggestion to the customers.
Thank you.
What are your calculated savings for your clients? I mean, if I'm a restaurant, I'm buying from you, what is your estimated savings?
Actually, the savings between 7% until 15%, depending on each product.
Okay. And you make money by adding your markup through the supplier when you buy from it, yeah?
Yes. The money, like the sales margin for us, like 10% until 30%. Currently, our profit margins is 14%.
14 or 40?
14, yes. 14.
1-4. Okay.
1-4. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
February.
Yeah.
Which is the biggest pain that you are trying to address with this app? What is the pain in one word?
Okay, the time that street food vendors spending every morning to source groceries, and then the cost.
But an established hotel would know where to source its groceries from. I'm sure they know it already.
Yes, so that's why in this stage we are focusing on the street vendors, the untapped market in Indonesia.
Come again?
Sorry. So yeah, I know the hotels, restaurant, or even the horeca, which is the bigger, they establish the vendors. But currently, our target market is street food vendors or low-end restaurants.
Okay. Get that.
Thank you so much. Your time is up. Next up,
Thank you all.
Thank you. Next, we have SecLab, and after that, we will have IO Work. I request IO Work also to be ready next. And next, SecLab, please. The floor is yours.
Okay. Okay, thank
Go
you.
ahead.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Caesar. I am the founder and CEO of CheckLab, COVID-19 Diagnostics at Home. In these difficult times, most of people, also me as a doctor, are very anxious about our health condition. Do I have COVID-19 in my body? Or how about the people in my house or at my workplace? I know the answer is that I have to take the coronavirus test at the hospital, right? But there is a big problem. It is not worth the risk. Visiting the hospital in these times will increase our risk of getting infected by COVID-19. So can I just have my test at home and only go to the hospital when I really get sick? The answer is yes, you can. Introducing CheckLab, Indonesia's first COVID-19 diagnostic at home. And all you need to do is just choose the test you want and pick your schedule. Then our healthcare professionals will come to your place to take your samples and deliver it to our hospital partners. And you will get the result in less than 24 hours. The market is very interesting right now. It is around $6 billion in this year and will increase to more than 11 billion in 2027. Since May this year, we have served 4,500 lab tests, including PCR swab tests, rapid tests, and routine medical checkup. And we have generated $150,000 in sales just in 4 months. Our business model, we are positioning ourselves as the middleman in this diagnostic industry. Our clients are families, companies, and even celebrities such as Billy Syahputra. And why did they like us? Because we are saving their most valuable asset, time. Just stay at home and you will get the result less than 24 hours. And you will also get the doctor's guidance about what to do next, whether you are positive or negative for COVID-19. It's been 2 years since Ivan and I built this company. Ivan is a really great salesman, and he is the CTO, while me, with my 10 years experience in healthcare, act as the CEO. And together we have achieved some awards such as National Highest Growth Startup by Telkomsel. Finally, I strongly believe that together we can win this war against coronavirus. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Caesar. Judges, your 3 minutes to ask questions begin.
Sure. Dr.
I
Caesar,
have
very
a
nice
question.
presentation.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I have only one question. Why you are looking only COVID-19 as a means test? Why not all the tests at
I had the same question. Thank you.
So thank you for the question. So we are actually we already started not just this May, but since like 2 years. So we are doing so many testing about what tests we should take, medical checkup or thyroid test, hepatitis test, and so many of it. But we have like test almost so many tests, and the one that really PMF that really grow really fast is this COVID-19 test. So we'll start from here and the routine medical checkup, but we also serve other tests that people need.
Okay.
Dr. Caesar.
Yes.
I'm sure that there is some sort of a regulatory requirement that is required to do COVID tests. You know, it is not like a normal blood test that you can do. So do you have the buy-in from the government or your local authorities, whoever is expected to approve of this?
Yes. So actually, we first from the choosing our workers, healthcare workers, they are really the certified nurse or certified phlebotomist, and through collaboration with the hospital, such as several private hospital and the government lab, we trained our healthcare professionals so they're eligible to do the test, and it's legal.
No, so they are eligible, I'm sure, but then, and they are trained, but then is this approved by your government?
I we're still not like getting like collaborations to like a B2G. So we are more into the private sector. So but for now, since we are already running it, there's no specific requirement to be like centralized approval for doing this kind of sampling, because it's like a basic practice for the nurse and the phlebotomist.
Okay.
Any other questions?
You said you started business 2 years ago. So what tests did you do before COVID? Because there was no COVID 2 years ago. What was your initial idea?
Yes, we started from the routine medical checkup, like the cholesterol, complete blood count, and uric acid, and many other things that we do every like 6 months or 1 year. We also serve the hepatitis, because people to get the medicine, they have to check every 6 months for the HBV DNA. So many things, and we collaborate with doctors, also with clinics, that they can refer their patient to us like that.
But you got traction more now with the COVID tests, right? Because
yes, we still got traction and we are surviving. But since COVID, it's actually really, really, really growing.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Caesar. Thank you for your questions, judges.
Thank you for it.
Next, we have IO Work, followed by Seaweed Tama. Seaweed Tama, please be ready with your pitch next. And IO Work, pass it on to you.
Yes, thank you. Let me share my screen first.
Just quickly, what was the name of Caesar's startup?
Sorry?
Dr. Caesar's startup was SecLab.
You can start.
Okay, thank you very much. Good afternoon. I'm Oki from IO Work Indonesia. So basically, what I'm sharing with you all today is the new concept of Worketplace, which is we became the bridge between the company that actually now is in surviving mode phase, and also with the a worker, which is, as we know that during this pandemic era, is actually increasing in terms of unemployment. So basically, I'm creating the Worketplace, which is the combinations between workplace and also marketplace. And what is the marketplace? The marketplace is actually the talent pool that we are creating from combining or from looking for all unemployment a person that actually looking for a job and striving to survive their life. So as we know that the problems actually for the clients or the company is actually the higher in manpower expenses, and recently their expenses today is priced between 25-35% compared to their revenue, and then hard to find right person, high turnovers, and also low people productivity, because the business is actually getting worse in terms of economical problems. So what I'm preparing for the clients is actually the partnership part-time system. So basically, actually in Indonesia especially, there are no partnership models such as what we know in modern country, and then also in hourly based worker. So at the moment, since all the persons in industries actually not having a good job, so basically I'm providing the hourly based worker system that can be used for the company to actually increase their productivity. We top up deposit system and also shorten recruitment process. And then for job seekers, as we know that based on the data on 2019 itself, it has already like 7 million people unemployed. Especially during this pandemic season, they are increasing 3 million people more unemployed, and then hard to find a job, especially for a productive age partner, and they don't even have opportunity even for the interview process. So what I'm giving the solutions for the partner is I can or our company can become the bridging company to give the opportunity to join the program with the part-time system without any interview process. They will have online work reference, and then they will get paid directly after they work. So basically, that's what we create at the moment, especially for this pandemic season. Thank you.
Time is up, Mr. Oki. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Judges, please feel free to ask questions.
Do you already have any traction?
Yes, at the moment we have already managed 500 million rupiah fractions during this 4 or 5 months. So basically our fraction is actually 400 until 500 million rupiahs, or we can say in US dollar is about 35,000 US dollar. And then we are gaining 10% from each traction. So basically the revenue is about 3,500 at the moment. And we have already done 40,000, almost 43,000 transactions in daily basis.
43,000 daily.
43,000 in 4 months basis.
Okay. So roughly 10,000 per month.
Yeah, from various companies, yes.
So these are, it's already a done deal. I mean,
yes, this is a done deal, because actually what we are creating is we are creating almost the same concept as you know, maybe Uber or Grab or Gojek, but we are providing the worker for the company. So basically it's a B2B business between us and the company, and they are looking for a manpower, and then we are providing the talent.
okay. Thank
you. Judges, any other questions?
In which industry, in which industry have you seen more traction?
At the moment, the industry that most traction is the tourism industry, especially in hotel and then restaurants and also the cafes, because they are the most thriving industry, especially in Indonesia at the moment. Because, as you know, because of the pandemic, the tourism sector is very bad in terms of the effect. So we are focusing on that, and
my question is the opposite. So in which industry is there more hiring happening? Which industry is benefiting?
Yeah, the more hiring is in the tourism industry, because when they got the effect of the pandemic, and then they need to survive, and because of the needs of survive, and then they are trying to get as much as worker, but without paying a very high grade or very high payment. So they are using our part-time or our hourly basis talent pool. So they are trying to create not a long shift schedule, but they are putting into an hourly basis. So basically, they are trying to increase their productivity by hiring only by demand. So it's not like giving a very long shift schedule, but if they need it, if the business is there, then they are hiring the people. So that's why that's the most effect. I mean, the most hiring sector.
Thank you, Mr. Oki. Your time is
Pleasure.
up. Next up, we have Seaweed Dama, followed by Neurafarm. Neurafarm, please be ready. You're going to be next. Seaweed Dama Biopack, you have the floor.
Yes, but please let me share my screen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
You can now start.
Yes, okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Many thanks for EWC team. I'm Nori from Ciwitama Biopack Indonesia. Biopack is driven by the urge to solve plastic problems. In 2016, 11 million metric tons of plastic leakage into the ocean, and this number will be tripled in 2040. Most of the leakage is from flexible and multi-layer packaging. Plastic problems can lead to serious health problems and economic losses. Therefore, as Indonesian women researcher, I'm thinking on the way, how can I contribute to solve these plastic problems? Indonesia has a long coastal line, and this is very potential for seaweed production. Using seaweed as biomaterial for packaging will not only solve the plastic problems, but also improve the livelihood of coastal communities. After spending 10 years of research as a lecturer and also women entrepreneur, I can secure 5 patents on packaging, especially on seaweed. And early in this year, we established Biopack to provide alternative packaging product, which is biodegradable, convenient, edible, and halal. So our main product is Biopack sheet, which can be applied to various packaging purposes, such as rice wrap, burger wrap, coffee powder sachet, toiletries wrapper, and so on. And now we are in the final stage on the next products, straw, bowls, and cup. Later, we will produce Biopack pit so that we can distribute it more efficiently, especially for export purpose. We serve B2B market with our customizable product, and we have been trusted by more than 50 customers, um, such as FOWare, who joined also here, then coffeepreneurs, then instant noodles, food supplements, and so on. So we provide social impact to our coastal communities. We work closely with seaweed farmers and cooperatives. And then also we participate to decrease greenhouse gas emission by replacing single-use plastic and by seaweed cultivation. We are supported by strong team members from professional and from entrepreneurs, and our product have been acknowledged by international and national awards, such as L'Oreal for Women in Science and so on. And also we have been covered by local and international media, such as DWTV, Narasi TV, and so on. Last but not least, we want to thank to global hosts and then also our national partners. Thank you.
Judges, you have the floor.
Yeah. So, Noriavati, how expensive is your product? Can you hear me? How expensive is your product as compared to your competitors?
Sorry, could you speak louder?
Sure. So how much is your product costlier than your competitors? Is it expensive or is it the same price? What is the competitive edge?
Okay, so actually the price depends on the order, on the order size. So we provide a retail price and also we provide B2B price. So for B2B price, we provide a very competitive price. But of course, for the first customers, the first buyer, they have to try in small orders because they have to get the experience how to use it. So we do not set our MOQ for the first customers, but then after they feel okay. For example, for noodle, they check whether it is compatible or not. I strongly recommend them to test by themselves so they are confident to use it for their products. Then after that, we discuss with the quantity. We can put the order. We can set the order by contract monthly. Then we can give the most competitive price.
Do you have any patents of your product?
Yes, I have 5 patents on seaweed-based packaging. So for flexible packaging, actually it is as a sheet, but then I can make it as a bag like this, then put something inside. Then also I can make like a coffee sachet like this. Then just put it in the coffee cup without needing to open the sachet. Then also for seaweed noodle, I have collaborated with Indonesian noodle company in Kendari. They make the noodle from seaweed, so it's very strategic. Then also later, I will produce a cup like this. This is the seaweed cup, okay? And it is also stackable. And actually, in the future, we will produce mainly the biopack pit, similar to the plastic resin. So our export market can make their own plastic, the finished product. So it can save the shipping cost.
Okay.
Yes.
And how much revenue have you made so far, and what's your traction?
Okay.
Plus time, it looks a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, we have launched the product since 2017, but then we have just restructuring the company. So now, starting from this year, early in this year, I have grabbed the revenue from the sales itself around more than 100 million rupiah. But then also for investment, I have the factory here and also the machinery production. And now our capacity is around 4,000 meters square a month.
4,000 square meters?
Yeah, 4,000 meters square a month. And now we are collaborating also not only with local customers, but also with abroad, such as from Australia, then from US, and then also from Europe. We have strategic partners who have a warehouse not only in Indonesia, but also in Europe and in Australia. Therefore, we can save the shipping cost to our end customers.
All right, thank you, Sivitama.
Okay.
Next up.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your pitch. Next, we have Neura Farm, followed finally by Evo & Co. Evo & Co, please be ready. And Neura Farm, please take the stage.
Cool. Let me share the screen. Could you see it?
Yeah, you can now start.
Cool. Hi, everyone. We are from Neura Farm, a smart farming company from Indonesia. We are on a mission to improve productivity in the agriculture industry through technology. I'm Fabi, co-founder and CEO of Neura Farm. I previously worked at the two leading AI companies in Indonesia, Prosa and Kata AI. And with my co-founder, Lintang, we combine our experiences in agriculture, software, and machine learning to tackle one of the biggest challenges facing mankind, how to feed the world. Because according to the FAO, we need to increase our food production by at least 70% with less resources. However, up to 40% of global yield is lost due to pest and crop disease, or equal to $220 billion annually. This is a financial burden for farmers like Mr. Aceh, whose yield was decreased from 200 kilograms to 40 kilograms in 2018. There are millions of farmers like Mr. Aceh in Indonesia, and there's only 70,000 of agriculture extension agents who can help them. We believe that technology could solve this. That's why we built Dr. Tania, which is an AI-powered crop protection and management app that could help farmers to identify crop disease from only image. So farmers could get comprehensive diagnosis, practical insights, proper products, and also access to cultivation guidance. The only thing that the farmers need to do is just take a picture of a plant that looks unhealthy and send it to our server. And then our AI would give them practical insight as well as specific management. We've collected 100,000 of data points, and our AI could identify more than 30 diseases in 14 commodities now. So we're similar to Plantix from Germany, Agrio from Israel, and Exarvio from the US, and we're competing in the $500 billion agri-tech market. And there are 500 million of farmers globally, and we targeted 5 million of them who resides in Indonesia, as well as 3,000 of industrial farming companies. And over the past 6 months, we've been growing over 300%. And our app has been used in more than 200 cities now, with 2,500 monthly active users. From previous demonstration plot, we can reduce cross failure rate up to
50% or for 49%, and has potentially saved $250,000 worth of crops. So this is our business model. So we charge a subscription fee, $1.50 per month per person. And we also sell inputs to farmers, open up advertisement space for agro inputs company, as well as selling system and data to government and B2B. So we've been supported by a lot of great institutions, including Telkomsel, which is the biggest telco in Indonesia with 170 million of subscribers. But realized that in order for us to build a more sustainable agriculture, we need to partner with a lot of great institutions as well. So there's a lot of vertical that we could go into, such as agri-input companies to forecast their production, financial institutions to manage their risk, all the way to government to create better policy, as well as increasing farm sustainability. So we're raising a round of funding of $200,000 for the next 18 months to reach 100,000 of users. So ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite you all to join our journey to build a more sustainable agriculture together through technology. Thank you.
Thank you, Nirafam. Judges, please go ahead. Do we have any questions from the judges?
No, no question from my side. It was straightforward, very clear.
Yeah, I don't have any questions too.
So I understood at the moment you don't have any revenue, correct? It was, I saw just the indication for the next year.
We have a small revenue, but it just, because it's a freemium app. We just launched the premium just 2 months ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Yep.
so then you these users, right? You said
we have a percent of our monthly active users is our premium users, but yeah, the number is still growing month to month.
Okay.
Is that all, Mr. Amit? You said you have no questions either?
Yeah, no, I don't have any question.
Okay, great.
But wonderful presentation, means it was self-explanatory.
Cool. Thank you very much for the time.
Thank you, Nirafam. Next up, last but certainly not the least, we have Evo & Co. Please, can you share your screen and please present?
You can start.
Hello, can you hear me? Yes. Hello, I'm Surya from FO&Co. We are social entrepreneur who is ready to tackle the problem of plastic packaging pollution in Indonesia and the world. We stand for innovation. We stand for innovation, sustainability, and collaboration to create a better world. The way we do things is to create an ecosystem so that environmental friendly products are available to our market with our 3 brands, EvoWare, EvoWorld, and Rethink. With EvoWare, we are bringing innovation from the sea. Our product development is in the edible Elo Jello cup. It's made from seaweed. And we also launching products based on seaweed from laboratory research from our partner, Seaweed Tama, which is available in certain markets. In the EvoWare brand, we collect the most sustainable and high quality products with a wide and convenient application. This product will meet most of today's food packaging requirements. We have bio bags, bio boxes, bio straws, bio mugs, and everything you need for your food packaging. We are proud to announce that all of our products are compostable and very safe for people and environment, including our latest and newest product, Bio Dr. Gown. It will dissolve less than a month. With our new brand, Rethink, we're forging a close relationship with our community that is coming together as one movement to improve effectively the way we make greener world. We are aiming not only Indonesia, but we are also trying to bring our services to the global market. It is estimated that by 2020, food packaging will be 14 billion USD. Currently, in Indonesia, our market is in biopackaging is only 1%. We are in a long way to build the market. Now we are focusing building our service spread all over the countries. We have successfully delivered our products to 52 countries, and we are projecting soon to bring our services to our top 5 clients. We well established and experienced team members, and we are rapidly expanding our brand to international scale with multiple partners. High impact and also the high recognition in local international scale. We are looking forward to having an in-depth conversation with you, and do not hesitate to contact us via emails below. Thank you.
Yeah. So quickly, can you tell me, Surya, what are your plans of expansion?
Yes. So how we plan to expansion is to create joint ventures in the country, so we can have a very strong distribution channel there. For especially for, and we're starting now in Southeast Asia. So we are building in Malaysia, and we also established in Singapore and also Thailand. Now our newest members in our company is in Australia, and also we are trying to build in Mexico.
All right, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
So do I understood correctly that you buy supplies from Biopack?
Sorry, yeah?
From the company which pitched here.
Yes, yeah, Siwitama.
Yeah, so can you explain me how do you partner with this company?
So Siwitama is our close partner. So we are partnering to distribute the product here. And then we also contribute to how we can expand Siwitama product and then we can supply to international market.
So basically you are buying from them
So we are more like a platform. So we are not producing our product, like all the products. So we are gather all the eco-friendly packaging. So with the system that we have a network in international scale, so we can bring their product and then used by the international market and local market. Yes.
Okay, so all these products which you showed in your presentation were made by Seaweed Pharma, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
So is there a single partner or there are multiple suppliers registered on your platform?
So we have like for the biobag only, we have 9 partners. And then for the bamboo and wooden straws, we have 5 to 10 partners. And then for the paper, we have 1 partner. For the rice straw, we have 1 partner. So we have more than like 20 partners.
Okay. So do you buy this product from them and sell to the customer, or do you charge commission from them for doing the transaction on your platform?
So it depends on how their scale. So if they're very low scale, we buy from them. But if they have ISO and then HACCP and other stuff, so it's a big manufacturing. So we have a license like to sell in that country. For example, the rice straw, we have the license only to sell like the exclusive seller in Indonesia. So we can build a distribution channel, and then yeah. So depends on our partners, but mostly it's more to like commission based and then a joint venture.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Any last questions? Thank you so much, Surya from Evo & Co.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for your pitch. With that, we conclude all our pitches for the day. Thank you everyone for pitching. I think it's been an insightful afternoon for all of us, and we're really glad that that you all shared your various solutions for the problems we're facing today in the world. It's been truly enlightening, and thank you, judges. I think you asked some very pertinent questions and really made us look at startups in ways in it from different perspectives. So now what's going to happen next is we're going to shift the judges to a deliberation room where they can discuss and finalize and calibrate the results. I'm going to have Vinay from the TGALF team join you and brief you. Vinay, if you could, okay, I'll just create the breakout room. Startups, I request you to bear with us for a little bit. We're just having the judges deliberate in the room. Please bear with us. Thank you. Alice,
Yes.
can you quickly go to the startup? Can you quickly go to the startup briefing room and just tell them all to join? No. Bring them back here to the main.
I cannot move to. I'm not host. I cannot really move to between. Okay.
I'm assigning you to startup room. Go.
And I have to tell them to join back, right?
Yes, tell them all to join back.
To go to the main stage, to the main room, right?
And tell them very clearly not to leave the meeting, leave the breakout room. Okay.
Okay, they leave the breakout room and come back here. Okay.
Oh gitu.
Thank you everyone for waiting. If the host could please stop sharing the slides. All right. So, thank you again for waiting, all the startups and everyone watching us live currently, not just in Indonesia, but across the globe. I was just telling the judges that this was probably one of the fastest jury deliberation rounds that we had seen. All the judges seem to be perfectly aligned, and they all unanimously have decided who are the startups today that are going to win the grand prizes. The prize being one startup getting a reserved guaranteed spot at the global stage of EWC 2020 as a global finalist, along with getting $700,000 worth of services as a reward from EWC. We'll also be selecting the two runner-ups who will get $100,000 worth of services as a reward, and they will also get entry to the global pool as a global finalist, and they might still have a chance to represent Indonesia at the global finals. So without further ado, I would first like to thank all the judges for giving us their precious time and helping us screen and find the best startups from Team Indonesia today. Before we go to the results, I would first like to request the judges to please take a couple of minutes and say a few words. Mr. Singhal, if you could please start with you.
Thank you, Vinay. So first of all, I would like to thanks to the organizer for inviting me as a jury here. It was really wonderful experience, and the startups who pitched today was exceptional well, and I really liked the way they present and the time management done by the organizer. That was extremely well, and I really liked the entire template of the program. So I would like to congratulate the entire team for hosting this wonderful event. Thank you, and all the best to all the startups.
Thank you, Mr. Simple. Mrs. Raghavan, may I request you to please go next?
Thank you so much, Vinay, Rohan, TGELF, and EWC for having me over. It was a pleasure and an honor. Good evening, Indonesia. We enjoyed watching you. Each of the ideas that came up was unique. We liked the fact, as judges, we completely liked the fact that all of you had chosen topics which aimed to benefit the society at large. And that's kudos to you. Well done. So let's move forward.
Thank you. Mr. Vaiditas, I request you to please say a few words.
Good evening, Indonesia. Thank you very much for having me over, and thank you very much for the organizers for inviting me to participate in this event. I was really happy to see that all the startups addressed such important problems as environmental sustainability, healthcare, etc. I think it's one of the most important things to start with a big problem and then find a solution, and then the rest will come. So I think even my message to all the startups, even if you didn't make it to top 3, I think you still took a lot from all this experience, for all the discussions, etc. So I would say, don't worry if you didn't make it. I think it will be a good push up for you, for your businesses and ventures for the next stages. And I'm sure maybe we'll meet at some point somewhere else in another pitch or fundraising, and we can make your businesses grow. So all the best, and yeah, thank you again for having me.
Thank you, Mr. Vaiditas. I would like to request Mrs. Raghavan to please come back once again, and on behalf of our respected panel of jury, please do the winner announcements. So sure. The time has come. All the startups and the participants, everyone on the call, you all can have yourselves unmuted, have the videos on. Let the applause come in as we announce the winners. Mrs. Raghavan.
Thank you so much for the honor, Vinay, and I do this on behalf of Amit and Vaiditas, with whom I had a pleasant evening. Once again, it was a complete honor listening to all of you. A lot of hard work had gone in, and exactly like what Mr. Vaiditas said, winning and losing is just a part of the game. However, playing is the most important part of the game. Do not drop your idea. Your idea can change a life. So please continue to work on the idea. While for the day, we have some winners. Vinay, you can go ahead. So the runners up for the Indonesia event are Biopack. Can we have a big round of applause to them? And the next runner up is Neurafarm. Very well done. I think one of the presenters who got away with absolutely no questions. We had absolutely no questions for you, and you should have guessed this was coming. However, the team that stole the evening, the team that walks away with the first prize is Evo & Co. We enjoyed the impact that you are set to create. We wish you all the very best. God be with you. Please go and make a change in this world.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that, judges. It's been a lovely afternoon with each and every one of you, and I thank you all for taking out the time to share this moment with us. It's been a lovely event, and we've learned a lot from both you judges and of course you startups. Thank you so much, and this is Entrepreneurship World Cup Indonesia signing off.
Thank you.